the lady who would be, I would consider it to be the grandmother, okay? Whoever just raised their hand about that relationship, I can tell you right now, this lady's eyes are icy blue, this lady who's older. You understand that? Because to me, that's a really good piece of evidence. Blue, yes, with you as well, just for the grandmother, okay? And I would also say with this grandmother who's coaxing in what I feel is her daughter, because she's coaxing her in, okay? I want to say Catholicism here, because I can see she's holding up a rosary, okay? You understand that? Okay, and this Catholicism to this older lady would be super important, okay? We're hardcore. Like, my mom passed away and left her money to the church, and she's got 5 kids, okay? So there you go. That's what I'm talking about, hardcore, okay? And we're all like, she didn't. She did. Okay. I wanted to go and ask the priest, hey, buddy. No, I'm just kidding. Y'all got enough money. No, I'm just kidding. Because I can see she's holding up the rosary and she's doing the stations on the rosary, okay? She would sit and do these stations, and this is methodical, okay? On time, at the same time, blah, 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 da, 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 right? Yeah, because she's really sorry. I know you really wanted that to be for you. I could feel your heart. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, but quintessential. And this lady, she's very, very, this older lady, she's very, very kind. She's very, very nice. But she's also, with that said, this lady you don't mess with. You don't mess with this lady, okay? I don't know, is she German? Is she German? Yeah, I speak German. I heard German, so I'm like, okay, you're German, okay? And because I can feel, I've lived in Germany a long time, and you don't mess with the ladies over there. You just don't, okay? And whether it's you or a sister possibly, but you understand having those that grandmother's doilies? Okay, and she's also showing me a monogrammed handkerchief with an M on it.
Yes.
Okay, and so she's just saying about things to really put it together for you that you understand, okay? And I feel like it is a woman that has this, but is all, yeah, okay, so that would have been like that. It would have went, because I think your mom is in the spirit world, right, which is her daughter. Okay, you understand a daughter, she has a daughter in the spirit world, you understand that? Okay, let's leave that there, don't say anything. Because I'm feeling like she's showing me a very small tea set with a tea, cup, and it's dainty. It's not something you even would drink out of.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, at least you get it, okay? Because she's showing me it's like a rose colored. It's really beautiful. So she's like, yes, okay, just saying, okay? I love it. You know why? Because you were not a believer. That's awesome. I know. I'm psychic. Okay, so it's awesome. I mean, I love, because your grandmother, I get this, and she's just showing me the teacup, whatever, and she's like, and you understand when even though it's an aunt for you, she has this daughter in the spirit world with her. Yes or no?
It is her daughter.
Okay, it's her daughter though. Yes. Okay. Because I saw her and she's like, no, it's okay, and she's still coaxing her in because the lady's still kind of like, Yeah, she doesn't know what to think of this at all, as much as you, by the way. So just saying, believe now, don't ya? Hey, believe me, I go to bed at night and go, really? So, okay, let's stick with this lady. And yeah, it's funny because I feel this lady is telling me that you look like her husband. Okay, so you would be similar to your grandfather's looks. Just say no. It's okay. Okay, because this is kind of what she's saying, because she's looking at you and she's saying, she's kind of pining for you, saying, oh, she's so much da-da-da. Or wait, he's in the spirit world, right? The grandfather, her husband?
Her husband,
yeah. Yeah, is in the spirit world. Do you have a belt or a belt buckle from him? I thought so, yeah, because he comes in here and he's just like, you can tell that these two are quite a pair, okay? And I don't say they get along all that well, but they're quite the pair. They stayed married, and he's absolutely the opposite of her, okay? He can be really funny and really outgoing, and he can be like that if he's, had a few of these, I'm just saying, because a few, and he's just showing me that, and then he comes in, he's popping in, he just comes in because that's his wife, and they're together, and he's just saying about you having the belt with the belt buckle, okay? It's just evidence for you as well, okay? And they're just both waving, and, okay, what else? And do you have a dad in the spirit world? You?
Yes.
Okay, because I know I have this other gentleman, this guy and this guy here, but then this gentleman comes in, and I looked at him, and I looked at you, and I looked at him like, oh, now that's right there, yep, okay? You look very much like him. He also says that he passed away unexpectedly, okay? He's sick, but it was unexpected, okay? And he also tells me it was multi-layered. It wasn't simple. You understand that?
Yes.
Yeah, it was not simple. This poor guy, one thing after another, after another, after another, it was just stacked up for him. He'd get over one thing and something else would happen, So he's just saying about how he passed, and you look very much like your dad, just saying, okay? And he's saying, and I feel like it's about his wife, is your mom there as well? Okay, no? But he's saying you have a photo of your mom that's a black and white.
Yes.
Okay? He's saying, just tell him I know about the black and white photo. It's a bit oval as well. Okay? It's oval. Okay? Yeah, and it's black and white. And it's like, okay? She's very young and very beautiful. In this, I know she's still here, but it's just your dad's way to say he knows you are doing that. He also wants to thank you for taking care of your mom, because you're always checking on her. You're doing the shoveling. You're doing this. You're doing that. You're doing all these things for her. Your dad says, thank you so much. I expect it, by the way. And okay? He expects it, okay? And he's just saying, he's just like, thank you so much. I knew I could count on you. That kind of thing, okay? Do you have a card deck that he's like, play cards?
Yeah.
Deck of cards. Yeah, he's like whatever, okay? Just playing cards is a big thing for him, okay?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. And I feel like he likes a little short, like, thing of brandy or something, okay? Little bit, yeah. Just, you all right? I'm gonna give him a heart attack, okay? Okay, yeah. He's just a little thing of brandy, and he's a little cigar, and he's like doing the things. He's, and he's like playing cards, So he says that it's fun in the spirit world, and he's glad he's here, because he's glad he's there, because he was really he's sick and tired of being sick and tired. Okay? Sick and tired of being sick and tired, and he's really, really happy there. He's waiting on his wife, which is going to be a while. Okay? And he's just saying about that. I know how the other lady, she kind of went away because I think your dad kind of pushed her out there. Okay? So, and you have the flag. Yeah. He says, I'm really proud that you have my flag. He's very proud of that. Okay? It's not something he talked about, his service. He doesn't talk about it, but he's very happy you have that, because in his own way, he's very proud of that. Okay? And he's very happy that you have that out and up, and it's on top of that thing. Okay? And he's just saying, that's his way to say he's been in your home. He knows it's up and he knows it's out. Okay? All right. He says, I know I didn't say it a lot, but I love you, son. Okay? Because he calls you son. Okay? That would be something you would recognize. He says, yep. He says, I love you, son. Okay? All right, I'll leave you with that.